I don't know if this is going to work or not. I've lost count of the amount of times I'm trying to record this video today because of that. She's so nosy. Right, Zula, you're going to sit down. Just have a scratch. Go and sit down. I don't need your help. No. Anyway, welcome to Soul Whispers. I'm Liz. That's Zula. So I've just put. Yeah, now the other one's going to start. I'm not having both of them in here because we won't get any reading done. She'll probably just go and curl up on the sofa in a minute. She didn't want to be in there. She could see me in here and she was just bleating. So I just thought, oh, I know I shouldn't have given in to her, but we'll see how we go. 12th of June. It's a big day. It's a deep day. Friday the 12th. We're in a deep dive with Neptune. And you are awake enough, but you do need to focus a lot more on what you love at the moment, because we're heading towards Monday the 15th, which will be a super new moon in Gemini. No biggie. We've had super new moons in Geminis before. But at the moment, we just need to be still, tune in, and let in what we need to know. My candles. I've lit my my fire horse candle here. It's got a huge flame on it. Can you see that? Why have I lit that now? Fire horse month was February, wasn't it? There's a strong fire horse energy at the moment. I don't know if you can all feel it. I can. So I've brought in a few of my friends actually. I've got my lovely red jade horse, fire horse. I've got my Terrafin all the way from Australia. I've got my Shriva stone. I might take this to bed with me tonight. And I've got lovely Seraphim to help me, because I think I need some help today. I've got so many cards on the table. I don't know which ones to go with first. I'll have another little spray of my... Oh no, don't start, you two. Solo Panto and White Sage. Hope that doesn't go in the candle because it's got gin in it. Yes, do you like that? She loves smells. I know, I don't need your help. You can go and sit down, thank you. So I feel that this month is a preparation for July. There'll probably be a sock fly through the air because I've got some washing on the sofa. And we're now in the bin. Don't go under there. Just go and sit down now. You've got what you want. Go and sit down. You've got cat hair on your nose after going in the bin. So this is the preparation for July, I believe. What a month already. And it's kind of come in with series... Oh, no. It's all right, Siri. I don't need you. I won't say that goddess's name. Goddess of corn and agriculture is having a chat with Sedna, and we're expecting a bad harvest, I think. I mean, I don't know. Everything came early, didn't it? It was so dry. Everything was starting to turn, and now it's so wet. You know, hay month, May, June. And now it's horrendously wet, so it's going to be really dusty hay this year. Ooh, she nearly knocked it. Yeah. El Nino. Do I dare even mention El Nino? It's supercharged. They reckon it's an El Nino on steroids this year. Apparently there's a pattern every 7 years? Yeah, but this is an unprecedented, so there's going to be, you know, worldwide disruption to food. Chiron and Neptune hopefully will be bringing about some innovation because of what we're going to face. You don't need to join in. Enough, you two! I don't know what they heard. I think they heard a cat. Leo, Leo. Yeah, enough. You don't need to get involved. Oh, do you think there's something wrong? So many disruptions today. I can hear a door moving, so there's probably a cat. He'll settle down in a minute. A lot of disruptions today. It's my day of disruptions, I think. She's now gone off to try and find out what the noise was, so there'll probably be a cat fight in a minute. Will we get this done? It remains to be seen. I've got a lot to get through. I might have to abandon and start again. I've lost count of how many times I've started and stopped. Anyway, only happens here, doesn't it? Can tell that I'm not, you know, trained professional in astrology and card reading. Anyway, I'm being authentic to myself. So let's move on. So I will go back from today, but as we're Friday the 12th, tomorrow's Saturday the 13th, and we'll be in the shadow phase. I've done this 3 times already, I'll have you know. Should know it off by heart by now. Yeah, so we'll be in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. And I actually think that Mercury retrograde will be better than we normally consider it. Because I feel like we're in kind of a retrograde of sorts. We are. I forget which planet is in it retrograde at the moment. But it feels quite strong and a lot of disruption. Hence today, being disrupted all the time. But I don't think this Mercury retrograde is going to have that level of disruption. We're a year 1, you know, fire horse year 1. Stop it! Every time the dog walks past the collie who's in the cage, because she can't come out of the cage on her own, because she'll wee all over the carpet when she gets excited. So she's in there because she won't wee in her bed, for now, anyway. And every time the Ridgeback walks past, you get a BAM! Because she's being territorial of her space. Anyway, let's move on. So if you keep hearing a dog bark, it's because the Ridgeback just keeps walking past her cage. So Saturday the 13th, pre-phase for Mercury retrograde. We're in a year 1 bonus Mercury retrograde now. This time round, will have a bonus effect, and it will also have it will sharpen our perceptions to what's coming up for you collectively. You know, what's your thoughts on who and what keeps coming into your mind that you can't quite put to bed? Because it's likely that in this Mercury retrograde phase you will be asked to address certain things, people. I've already had it. I'm always ahead of the curve, me. I was born early. Yeah, so I've met up with people I haven't spoken to for ages. I've seen people I haven't spoken to for ages, and it's about writing any miscommunications, misunderstandings, just shining your light. And don't forget, none of us are where we were yesterday, last week, last month, last year, last 5 years, last 10 years. We're totally different people, because we're learning and growing. There we go. Now we've got cats going everywhere. Could you not do that? Could you just sit down on the sofa, which is what you said you wanted to do? I think Emily's just shut the door. Good. Right, sit down now. Go and find your spot and sit down. Don't look at me like that. Don't wipe your bum on the carpet. What did you do? Did you give yourself a fright? Yes, they're my cards, and they're the candles. There's nothing that you need. You can just see, yes, that's my armpit. Sniffs everything. She's a wasted dog. She should have been a sniffer dog, this one. She's actually a really sweet-natured dog, but she's still got that puppiness about her. I don't think it'll ever go with her, actually. She's going to be an eternal puppy. Right, so that's Saturday the 13th. Mercury retrograde will actually kick in on the 29th, 30th of June, and it will last right the way through July. So that means anyone that's Cancer or just about have a Mercury retrograde birthday, see it as a bonus. What it's showing you is giving you stepping stones to move through the next phases. Sunday, 14th, will be a super life reset. What you got planned on Sunday? Just go with an open mind, open your heart, have love in your heart, a smile on your face. Don't react to anything, because what you will experience, you'll be able to use in meditation. I mean, I would personally, Pam Gregory agrees with me, go outside and ground every day if you can. If you need to bring something into where you're living, your living space, then do that. You know, bring a stone in, bring a log in, bring some flowers in. Be mindful when you're taking the flowers. Don't kill any plants just to bring a flower in. But be mindful that you are everything. And I think that's that super life reset. You'll be your authentic self on Sunday the 14th. It's all about reconnecting with who you are, how you project, where you live, what you eat, how you communicate. Just start thinking about it, because that's where the reset's going to come from. And then, as I say, on Monday the 15th, you know, super new moon in Gemini, where you can be still, tune in, listen, and you'll know. So, now she's got the tissue box. Can I have the tissue box? No, don't eat all my tissue. There is still some tissues in the tissue box, but they'll be out. Yeah, she's got them out. And I have tissues all over the floor. You know that thing where, you know, you're sitting in your little microcosm of this, and then you can't really see what else is going on in the room. I now have tissues all over the floor, cushions on the floor. My handbag's probably going to go on the floor in a minute, as long as the washing doesn't go on the floor. Otherwise, I might have to stop and she'll go back in a cage. You could just sit down on the cushions with your tissue box. That would be very good, wouldn't it? So, yesterday, Moon and Venus. I put what's left. I've written what's left. Stand in what lights. Oh yeah, stand in what lights you and own it. You're now on an advanced life path. It's unfolding. And you've got to let it in. Change. What's changing? What's what's changing? What's leaving? Yeah. What's left? What's left for you to sort out? We've probably all got quite a bit left to sort out, actually, because it's a bit like an onion. You start taking the sides of the onion down and there's so many more layers to come, and you never really get to the bottom or the middle, do you? Not without crying. So that was Thursday. That was yesterday. And then Wednesday, you know, let it go. And actually, I did go and see a friend on Wednesday. She might watch this, and we actually said it together. Let it go. Yeah, core principle values, a new era of awakened presence. And what we were saying, because we're quite switched on to collective energies, is that everybody at the moment seems to be in a world of their own, where nice people they've had enough. Where nasty people are showing their true colours, you can see beneath the mask. The mask has come off and they're like free flowing, aren't they? With everything that needs to be purged and sorted. But there's like this void. It's like we're standing in the middle of something. That was the old world. This is the new world. And we're in between it at the moment. And it kind of feels like nothing makes sense anymore. Do you get that? Does that feel like that for you? So Wednesday, I think that was a pinnacle feeling of that in its own right. on the Tuesday, what a beautiful day. So we had Jupiter and Venus at such a special, heartfelt, you know, collectively there should have been a massive of heartfelt expansion. Should have been. Yeah, you're nibbling me, don't nibble me. And that would have been limitless, absolutely limitless. I wonder if anyone actually felt it though. I know I did, because I was aware of Jupiter and Venus. I'd been watching them doing their little dance as they were coming together, and yeah, Pam says it. Venus looked like a bar. That's my board gone. It's a good job I'd finished reading. Don't go and jump all over it, because you'll actually, I might have to move it because she's gonna. Yeah, no, don't do that. We're not playing games right now. Thank you. I don't really want you to jump all over the board and take all the writing off. You can sit down. You're being a good girl. I know you are being a good girl. Sit down then. Be good. Are you counting how long it'll take before she gets up again? Yeah, so that was the 9th. But right from the beginning of this June, there feels like there's a lot going on with the energy for food, growing it. And think about it. The farmers are getting absolutely nothing for what they're producing. We're actually getting rubbish produce, because by the time it gets to us, it's all wilted and gone horrible, and you wouldn't even feed it to your hamsters or whatever, guinea pigs. So who's missing out, and who's actually gaining from what's being produced? And how can we change that? I know I ranted on last month about food, but I just think, I do think I end up talking about subjects that become quite poignant. I get given information. I'm talking about it for a reason. So I think we need to think long and hard about how we sustain our food supplies moving forward. I've said it here. We can mark it, date stamp it, whatever you like. It's not. It's going to be a global issue eventually. But it may not be if we have Chiron and, who did I say? Chiron and Neptune bringing about inventions and a new understanding. Right, I think I've covered everything that was on the board. We're 17 minutes in. I'm not going to bow down to any more disruptions. I'm going to get on with it. I hope I'm going to get on with it anyway. Where do we go? Where do we start? Earth Magic has turned around and looking at me. So I think I'm going to start with Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic. I've got a lot of earthy things on the table as well, haven't I? The Shriver Stone, the Teraphim. Yeah. Let's start here. Okay. Earth Magic, Stephen Farmer. Super new moon in Gemini. What's a collective message that you'd like us to know? Probably Gaia's message, actually, if it's, yeah. Thank you. Gaia's message, and we get Gaia. Well, you couldn't make that up if you tried, could you? Now, do I need my light? Nurturing. Nurture yourself. Nurture where you live. Nurture your family and your friends. We're in Cancer, aren't we? We're coming into Cancer, aren't we? We're not in Cancer yet. We're into Gemini still, but we're coming into Cancer, which is very. What are you eating? A pen. I don't think you. No. I don't think you should be. There's my pepper thing for my. Really? You just have to steal the show, don't you? Play your tissues. Wow. I mean, that's blown me away. Gaia, they're listening. Definitely listening today. So let's find. Glasses feel a bit. No, don't knock the cards off. You can't read, so there's no point you doing it. I know. You fancy having a go at this, do you? I'll think it's in alphabetical order, isn't it? F, G. Gaia, here we go. Do I need my torch? I might do, actually. I think I've got a scratch on these glasses, which is really annoying because I haven't had them very long, but there's something, yeah, I can still see it. I think I have scratched them. Well, the other dog jumped on them this morning, so I might have increased the scratch. Either that or what. Yes, don't say anything, I know, I still haven't been to the opticians. I will go, but not yet. Okay. Gaia, nurturing. Earth Mother. Mother Goddess, Great Goddess, Terra, what's that? Terra Mater. Terra Fin, this is, but this is still a Terra. Oh, this is going to be a good reading, I can feel it. And Gaia. In the Greek pantheon, this magnificent being was Earth personified as a goddess, daughter of chaos, and was... Don't be nicking things out of there, Zula, not yours. She was the mother and the wife of Uranus, heaven. Interesting. It is her body that we walk upon every day, and the substance of our own bodies is the substance of hers, because we are everything, aren't we? We come from everything, we are everything, we return to everything. It's from Gaia that we receive everything. We have, that we receive everything that we've needed for survival, which she provides for us abundantly, nurturing our body, mind and soul. She nurtures our bodies. She nurtures our bodies by offering the fruit of the trees, the greens from the earth and the air that we breathe. She nurtures our minds through our awesome physical and dynamic beauty, and as depicted in this card by the amazing colourfulness and diversity of the world. She's constantly creating and recreating. She nurtures our souls by caressing us with her blessings every day and challenging us to be better human beings through her response to our intentions and intentions. Say nothing. Reward the good. Receiving can be a sacred act if your intention is to honour spirit. It is also as holy as giving when performed with a humble and open heart. This, I might have to turn my candle off in a minute. I think the flame's getting wider, isn't it? This is even truer when receiving much needed nurturing. So let others give to you. It may be, leave my cup of tea alone. Can you hear the attitude in my voice? Because I know that you'll end up pulling that off just so you could have a sniff. Yeah, we'll just sit there then. This is even truer when receiving much needed nurturing. So let others give to you. It may be a stretch to do so at times because of childhood conditioning, but that habit can be overcome. Your wounds can be healed, and we've had Chiron, the wounded healer, haven't we? We've had Chiron in play, I suppose, for quite some time now. Was it 2025? Or was it earlier than that? I think it might be earlier than that. I would need to check it, but yeah, there's been a lot of global healing going on collectively. lots of people have, you know, had the opportunity, put it that way. Masks are off and everyone's been able to feel the pain. They haven't wanted to often, but they've been given an opportunity to. And allow others to nurture you. Consider the actions you take and the self-nurturing. What comes up to your mind? What comes to your mind when you really think about doing beneficial things for yourself? Set aside your ritualized habits and beliefs that restrict the pure act of allowing your body, heart and soul to be nurtured. Lie on the earth and ask Gaia to rock you in her bosom as you breathe with her and relax into her loving care. Well, there you go. We've been told to do it, haven't we? I am going to put that candle out because I know you shouldn't blow candles out, but that's just a little bit too... I didn't want to set light to the house with her charging about. I thought that's probably going to be a bit dangerous to leave it like it was. Okay, that was really good. I really liked that. And what an opening for me to talk about Gaia, and there she is. So thank you, Earth Magic. Right, I was talking a lot about growing things. We're in growing season. So I am going to look at the Herb Crafter's Tarot again. There's changes afoot. We know there are, and we know we've got to do something different. So collectively, could we have a... Oh, yeah, okay, we've been given a card. Ten of Fire, Comfrey. Comfrey. Did I listen? I listened to somebody talking about... Don't you dare get on the table from there. Zula. Zula. Off. Off. Get down. Get down. Get down. Thank you. All the way. Well, you could sit on there actually, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you can sit on there. That's good. Yeah. Not on the table. Comfrey. I'm sure I listened to somebody talking about comfrey poultices this morning and about a horse that had its broken leg fixed from a comfrey poultice, and how it's been forgotten how useful comfrey is. I have a number on it. That was 10 of Fire, wasn't it? 10 of Fire. I'm sure it was comfrey. I might be telling you absolute porkies, but where's Fire? 10, Earth, Water, 10 of Fire, comfrey. What does it... No, off the table. Zula, sit down. Don't you even dare. Thank you. The battery's going on this. Comfrey, 10 of Fire. There can be too much of a good thing. Stop, step away, soothe yourself, cut it down, and it roars back to life. She's so defiant. She's up again. She's got her feet on the chair, but she could easily just step onto the table. She's never been in that chair before. At the moment she's being all right. Dogs, eh? Piles of comfrey fill a basket on a crafted table on the card. Leaves hang above the stove to dry. The counter is scattered with jars and beeswax. Oils drip onto the wooden surface. The bulging apothecary spills over with medicine and has little room for any more. Peace follows overwhelm. You may be overextended. The shelves in this room are full, yet the crafting continues. Rest and replenish so your experience can take root. Be still, tune in, you'll know. Refresh your love for creating and releasing some of self-imposed responsibilities. Again, that's the second card. Comfrey quickly becomes burdensome and difficult to manage, but it will regenerate after harsh cutting. Yeah, I've just thought of another parallel to that. I've had to chop two of my absolutely gorgeous plants down in the front garden. One was a hazel, curly hazel, that my dad gave me years ago, and it grew to about 15 feet, which is probably the highest it would get, and we had to have a septic tank put in, so they cut it all down. And every day I went out and touched it and said, love you, can't wait to see you growing in the spring. It's massive now. It's not as high as it was, but you can't see any stumps anymore. It's completely replenished itself. And then last year we had to chop the wisteria down. I had this beautiful wisteria tunnel that runs around the bungalow. Got out of hand often, broke all the frames that we had it over often, but I just adored it, and I've brought it with me from the first property my husband and I ever lived in, and it's probably doing the bungalow a little bit of damage now actually, because its roots are probably right underneath. But anyway, we chopped it all down and I thought, we've killed it, that's it, that will never come back again. So again, every day I touched it and said, can't wait to see your buds, love you, see you in the spring when you wake up. It is, well, it's gone berserk. Hasn't flowered this year. I didn't expect it to flower. It might do. It might get some flower on for July, end of June, July. But I'm so relieved that it's not dead. So this is a nod to that in a way, isn't it? You can pare yourself right back to replenish. Right, so refresh your love of creating by releasing some self-imposed responsibilities. Comfrey quickly becomes burdensome and difficult to manage, but it will regenerate after a harsh cutting. Even a small amount can quickly flourish into new plants. Commit to just a few tasks and set the rest aside. Pushing too hard will lead to waste and exhaustion. Do not be afraid to give away some of your creative ideas. When you harvest too much, let what cannot be used feed the soil for next season's growth. Yeah. Write down what you need to release. Roll it tightly into a comfrey leaf and burn the leaf when it is dry. Make comfrey salve for burns, bruises and injuries. Let it be an invitation to rest and soothe your overworked spirit. Use comfrey in magical practice, on an altar or in spells to inspire you to come back to life. Well, guess what I'm going to go and look for this afternoon. That's the end of that one. Brilliant. Water. We've got Neptune coming in, haven't we? I did write that, didn't I? I'm sure I wrote Neptune somewhere. Yeah, Neptune. Today's Neptune. Zula's gone off to find the cat food. I don't think she got very far. Oh, we couldn't find any cat food. That's good. They're obviously eating it first. Right. Yeah, I don't need your help. You're so helpful, aren't you? You just have to help. Okay, so this one, Herb Cutters, is by, who is that by? Latisha Guthrie was the herb crafters, not herb cutters, herb crafters. This one is the Water Crystal Oracle by Madaru Emoto, and I quite like this because these cards are about kind of a reflection. Actually, that one's the wrong way around, is it? No. They're kind of like a reflection. So water mimics us. It's a living thing, water. But we kill it, sterilise it and drink it. Just putting that out there. But if we put things into water, if we leave it out in the moonlight, if we put crystals in it, if we use science to wake it up and allow it to be a living thing, it has a lot more benefit to our whole life. Whole life. I can't stress that enough. And I think actually water was the first living being on this planet, if you think about it. And we originated from, I've got itchy nose, what's that mean? I'm going to have an argument with somebody. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I could do a whole session on just water. So these cards are about items that have been reflected and the water has taken the image of it. So what have we got? Oh, Lauder's water. Love. So if you look at each back of the cards, they're all different, like a snowflake, like a fingerprint. Yeah. And there's that one. What's that one? They're lovely cards, these are. So that's Cranio Haddo, Peace of Mind. That one's Soul, Wisdom. And this one is Healing, Lauder's Water, Love. And I don't think I've got anything in here to talk about it, just how you read them, really. Love. And it's green. Well, there's nothing else on there, really, is there? Just, yeah, Healing, Love, Lauder's Water, which is France, isn't it, Lauder's? Father, Metatron. I always feel like I have to sit up a bit straighter when I get these cards out and be a bit more serious. He knows why. Metatron. Merkaba. Where's my Merkaba? Let's hold the Merkaba while we do this one. I don't need your help. You are absolutely not needed. No. You can just go and sit and do whatever you need to do. Right, so Archangel Metatron. Oh, okay. I think this is the one. Indigo, Mastery and Mastery of Life. And it's, I think that's 21, which means it's 3. Right, let's put the marker bar down then. Move the cards, thank you. There we go, the cushions are going to go flying now. I've got these little tiny cushions on the sofa and she does love playing with them. So one aim in life to see how high she can throw it. So there may be a cushion come flying past in a minute. Right, so indigo, and indigo is my favourite colour. There used to be some books at school, a long time ago, you used to have to read through the colour bands to get to a certain level, and indigo was like one of the top levels of reading, and I could never quite get there because of my dyslexia. But I so wanted to read the indigo books because I just love the colour indigo. Indigo child. Probably. Indigo holds mastery and beckons you into an embrace to reveal the meaning of existence and the meaning of you. Well, there you go. Okay, so don't start whining in here, please. Unless you want to go for a wee. It looks like it's going to rain in a minute. No, not right now. You've already been out. You cannot discover yourself by staying only in the warm sunshine of life. Contrast. You need the searching times of dark night of the soul as well. And you need the depth, the dark, the midnight sky to shower you with starlight reminding you of your place in the wider universe and the planets and the star systems that carry aspects of your soul. You are the stars of moonlight, starlight and galactic origins. Coming in as a child, you remain close to all that you have witnessed in your void before birth. You recall your God-given power and magnificence of all creation. You wonder, don't you nick that, no. I sound like Miss Whiplash today, don't I? Don't you do this, don't you do that. Sit over there, don't move. Sorry. It's either that or I have to keep recording it over and over again. You recall your God-given power and magnificence of all creation. You wonder at the simplest things. Oh, I wonder at the simplest things. The tree blowing in the breeze, the textures of the bark on its trunk, the soft fur on an animal, and the warm water on your skin. As adults, we lose that connection in our senses. We lose that connection to our senses and all that is. We need to be as children once more, curious to explore. Never lose your childish enthusiasm. It's one of my favourite quotes. Never. I'll talk about this in a minute. When I've finished this, is something that's jogging my memory about AI and this. Be once more curious to explore and seek out new adventures and ask why. No, I didn't put why on there, did I? Put who and what. As a child does, as it tries to make sense of its new world. There is so much to be studied, learned and explored in this vast place we call home. There are so many opportunities for soul growth and heart expansion. Indigo asks you to let go. Oh no, where'd you get that from? I was looking for that. Don't you then? Some days you just can't leave the distractions, can you? Sorry. Yes, you look very upset now. I'll eat your shoe instead then. See, puppy doesn't leave the dog. Oh, she can't just lay down. You're not going to eat my shoe, are you? No. Indigo invites you to explore behind the veil to that which is unseen, to delve into the subconscious and the realms of mysticism, innovation and dreams. Pay particular attention to your dreams at this time. I know so many people having really vivid dreams at the moment and trying to make sense of them. What themes are coming up to be looked at and explored? Maybe figures from your past that you need to make peace with, or loved ones who have passed on wishing you well. Note, daydreams too will allow time to visualise. Be still, tune in, you'll know. It will come to you, definitely will come to you. And to believe in magic, creating visions that are possible if we dare to dream, makes them come true. With indigo, I'm watching my shoe being destroyed. With indigo, this is done from the grounded state of being. Get those shoes off, get on that grass. The first card told you what to do. Lay down and let Gaia hold you. Yeah. So those drawn to this indigo ray are also comfortable carrying authority. Oh, I missed a bit. Daydreams, things. authority and have enough presence to see anything through. Interesting from what I said earlier. Be searching for meaning, healing, and connecting back to ourselves, our origins. We gain the world, and the world gains the highest aspect of us. Sink into indigo depth and mystical beauty and discover anew. That's where we're at, isn't it? That is honestly where we're at. We're heading into something that we have no control over. We really don't know where it's all going, especially with AI. And that's what I was going to say, that AI thing, what separates us from AI. I listened to something where somebody asked, he was an artist, and he asked his AI app, which colour? What colour do you love the most? It couldn't answer. It couldn't answer because it didn't have the human element to be able to feel and have compassion and be inspired by a colour. And that's what separates us. Our curiosity, our desires, are things that keep us grounded, authentic, whole and creative. You know, from something that we love, something develops. Indigo develops young minds to look further. I could end it on that, on its own. How are we doing? We've got probably another 15 minutes. So, which do I do first? There's 3 that I really want to do. Let's just go up. No. No. Have I got to pause and take you out of the room? The defiance on her face. I love it really, because she's quite a force, is Zula. She's a pocket rocket, but she knows her mind, and you cannot dissuade her from what she wants. No. I don't even have to shuffle these as they're waiting. 8, strength. Yeah, like that. That's infinity. We're getting some cracking cards. So we've now got infinity. 8. We've got lion strength. Sunshine. That's a lovely card. I like that. Do you want me to take you out? Don't look at me like that. I said take you out, not feed you anything. Right, so 8, strength, which is major arcana, isn't it? So that's minor arcana. This is major. 8, strength. We have had some good cards today. Right, so what does it say? Do I need my pen? Oh, yeah, I think I do. Courage and lunar. Oh, no, not lunar. Inner fire. Inner fire. Fire horse. Okay, a strong and beautiful woman holds a cougar in her arms, both wearing a crown of flowers. The mountain lion symbolises her passion, her instincts, her sexuality, and her wildness. Instead of believing that her animal nature needs to be subdued, she embraces it and calls it her friend. Choices are made from the heart. One becomes a bit wilder, more passionate, more creative. The thoughtful person becomes more spontaneous. There is a union between the animal instinctual nature and the civilized mind. The infinity sign above her head symbolizes the exchange of energy and information between the left and the right sides of the brain, linear and holistic. Inner strength arises naturally from the self-confidence of a balanced, integrated person. On the rock, we see a carving from Italy, 500 BCE, that shows a Gorian Medusa giving birth, assisted by 2 lions. I thought, yeah, it's difficult to see. I'll put it closer to the camera, but it's difficult to make out actually, because I looked at that and thought that that looks like it should be something significant. When we call upon our inner strength, oh, very itchy nose. That also might be validation to what I'm reading. When we call upon our inner strength, we may be calm and resolute, or wild and fierce. Sonnet 88. Does it say sonnet or sonnet? Sonnet 88. You are changed and your sense of personal power grows. Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? New era of careful how I said that. A new era of awakened presence. That was Wednesday, the 10th, which is a 1. Isn't it? 10. Anyway, if you look at it from numerology perspective. Okay, so BC sonnet changed, and your sense of personal power grows. Others see it in you and call it charisma. Your inner fire has been awakened, and it still will never, and it will never again go out. When you read the shadow side of this card, you may be facing difficulties that seem insurmountable. Fears and anxieties may feel as if they are taking over. Trust your body's wisdom. Seek out a somatic therapist, or perhaps sweat your prayers through dance. You can... Really? The dog burped then. I don't know if you heard that. So uncouth. You can find the strength at your centre that will enable you to make it through a harsh time. Don't forget to ask for help. Deepen your understanding of strength themes: courage, inner fortitude, stamina, self-discipline, control, perseverance, passion, sexuality. That is a blinding card. Now, I don't want you now. You've got burpy breath. Go on, go away. That is a blinding card. God, I'm loving these cards today. Okay, what are we doing? Destiny. We need a bit of destiny focus, I do believe. Bit of destiny focus. What collectively, give us a little insight to our destiny. What's coming up? We're in this void. We've got July coming. I've got a dog between my arm and the body. Zula wants to know as well, what is our destiny? Sacred destiny. You're going to give me a card? Perhaps it's not to be known. I bet that card comes up now. Oh. Got 2. Abundance. Zula! Just eat my box now. Oh, wow. We have abundance. New beginnings. You couldn't write this today, could you? Well, all of us have got new beginnings because we can't avoid that. But we're going to be abundant. It's going to be okay. Doesn't matter about El Nino. It's just setting. We're year 1. It's setting a new age. It's setting a new path forward. A new dawn. Right, so do I read it or do I just move on? Abundance. Wildflower Wonderland. Let's just read what the because I don't think I need to read it to be in actual fact, do I? Because we know the sacred landscape wants you to know a shift is coming. The time is now. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. Get your act together. Go and do some grounding. Be still, tune in, and you'll know. Yeah, definitely. Do it anyway. Oh, don't hesitate. Face your fear. Do it anyway. When big change is on the horizon, it is to take action. Of course, there are times to deliberate and carefully consider your next step, but not now. Now is the time to take immediate action. Look forward with a calm, steely gaze, and then forge ahead with clarity, determination, power, and grace. Quicken your spirit by making decisions now, even if you are not 100% certain on your decision right now. It's better to make any choice than none at all. I don't even have to read any more, do I? It's better to make any choice than none at all. That was abundance, and the other one was new beginnings. Well, it is new beginnings. Wow, these cards are good today. I can't remember the alphabet. I've kind of gone into myself. Right, hang on. N-O-F-M-M. N-O-N-O-P. Suck back that way. New beginnings. Don't ask what the dog's up to. Radiant sunrise. Right, let's just read the landscapey bit. The sacred landscape wants you to know your life is expanding in profound and wonderful ways. New experiences and ideas are emerging. Vitality and wide open opportunities are at hand. Seize the day. This is a perfect time to begin that new project, to give birth to an emerging idea. Timing is everything, and this is the right time now. Anything and everything is possible. Good fortune awaits you. The rising sun is the ultimate symbol of the yang principle, expanding power and activity. You are radiant and luminous. There is a glow within you that can be felt by all. I'm not going to do Shaman's Dreams. I don't think I can better those last two cards, but I will just do one tarot card for the collective before we say goodbye today. Oh, I think it's going to have to be that card. Oh, yeah, because they're all stuck. What is it? Ah, okay. So it is the 6 of Pentacles upside down. Let's see what that means. 6 of Pentacles upside. I can't remember what that is actually. 6 of Pentacles upside down. Reversed. Yeah, you need to recoup after a period of loss and confusion. That's where we're all at the moment. You want to help others, but you don't have the means, and that makes you unhappy. You may be required to find... I had that conversation with somebody yesterday. They literally said that. Wow. You may be required to find a pattern that will create a sense of security for you so that you can find peace of mind. I'll read that again. You may be required to find a pattern that will create a sense of security for you so that you can find peace of mind. Pattern. I'm going to have to ask what. I'm sorry, I can't leave that there. A pattern of what, please? Can we clarify that last card? I understand that collectively we're all having an in-breath. Okay, nightmare's over. Nightmare's over. This doesn't happen anymore. 9 of Swords. and it's upright. So all the nightmares that we've been having, all the things that we haven't been able to solve at 2 o'clock in the morning, put it to bed. Do you know how you put it to bed? You think about something, you search for a better feeling thought. Esther Hicks said that, quoting Esther Hicks now. So let's read it. 9 of Swords. Shows extreme anxiety, nightmares, tension, unhappiness and regrets over past mistakes and misfortunes. When it appears, the querent is in an unhappy and tense state of mind. What did that last card say? Whether or not the facts bear out the fear, which they normally don't, thus the suffering associated with this card may be mostly in your mind. They've been very good at communicating today, haven't they, these cards? It's in your mind. Let it go. Let it go. That was Wednesday. Let it go. What's tomorrow? Saturday. Pre-shadow phase. Bonus. Sharpen perceptions. What comes up for you? Thoughts of who and what. Search for a better feeling thought. Be still. Tune in. You'll know. God, I feel quite emotional saying that, actually. Woo! Did you feel that? I felt it. Something came in there. We're on to something, guys. Right. Upright. I can't even see because my eyes have gone all blurry now. The 9 of Swords indicates that you are troubled by bad dreams and horrible fantasies. Deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so that you can resolve them. Mental torture may be a result of circumstances that force you to change your attitudes and beliefs. I know loads of people that this can apply to. This is not all bad, however. No matter how painful it seems, the 9 is a card of completion. Completion is over. Thus, this card indicates that the changes that you've been making or being required to make forecast a better future. And there I end it. That was blinding. And now the dog's gone to sleep. That was actually probably the best one I've done in a long time, I think. I feel quite emotional now. Right, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and I'm going to ground and I'm going to go and find some comfrey and I'm really going to enjoy this coming Mercury retrograde. We've got a lot riding on this Mercury retrograde, so it better be a good one. Okay. Cherry bye, lovelies.